Hi everyone, Cendril here, and welcome back to Echoes of Aetheria. Seems like I got the sound right. That's what everybody was saying. So we're gonna go with these sound settings. And lore was something that I asked about, and people were really interested, and the answer is yes. A lot of yes. So we're gonna do this initial lore dump, and then after new lore pops up, we'll just do it one at a time. So it's going to feel like a lot right now, but don't worry about that. We're going to get a lot up front because to really understand some extra of the world. And then afterwards, as lore pops up, we'll go over it. So it's going to feel like a lot right now, but just bear with me. This is what was voted. I think I already went over Lucian. Not a towering intellect, but he makes up with it with his almost comically pure morals and immense bravery. I think I did that. Excuse me. Ingrid. Went over that. Went over weapon power, armor power. The Empire of Veridia. The superpower of modern times. Veridia boasts the largest economy, population, and the most powerful military in the known world. In addition to its already expansive home territory, Veridia projects its power outward via several military bases around the world, such as Fort Nikita and Fort Alabarda. In addition, Belladorna is a colony of Veridia, and the Republic of Sandraa is considered a protective state under Veridia's wing. The Empire of Veridia is actually a league of dukedoms held together by the imperial throne in Veridia's capital. The Emperor, Randolph, is a 5-year-old child whose decisions come from his mother, the Duchess of Isanter, an irrational and inept governor. Currently, the Duke of Rimorg, Aldor, is considered the de facto political leader in Veridia, even though he's outranked by the child emperor in the capital. Aldor's influence rules the Empire's every decision, and he is very close to total unification of the Empire under the Imperial banner. Veridia is a large country with very diverse climates. Its southern half, which contains large cities such as the capital, Rimwork, and Stormbrook, is an incredibly bountiful, beautiful area, dominated by the rich Herald River Valley. The Empire's northern expanses are steeped in tundras and boreal forests. It is protected on the west by the Great Herald Ocean, and on the east by the Felnamia Highlands. This has some really important information. Remember that Lucian is the adopted son of Aldor, the Duke, who apparently has a lot of power. He's outranked by the child emperor, but still a child, so he wields a lot of power. We'll see how that comes into play, and then everybody knows who Lucian is as well. The Kingdom of Sauna. The exotic and extraordinarily wealthy Kingdom of Sauna attracts intrigue and avarice for all who lay eyes upon it. Sauna controls the Kaldori Highlands just south of the city of Ezram. This region contains an enormous reserve of minerals and gems that has brought the Senuri royal family both untold wealth and powerful enemies. So how much of this has to do with wealth? That all of this happened are Grand Theft Bridal. Sauna is a rocky, arid country surrounded on most sides by jagged, treacherous mountains, making it very difficult to invade. Thus, Sauna has a long, proud tradition of holding off invaders, staunchly protecting the west from the uncivilized east. King Dargan is one of Sauna's longest-serving monarchs. He has the respect of his people, and his stern authority is what keeps the kingdom intact amidst a conflagration of events in the modern day. Under Dargon's rule, the Sauna military has strengthened to a very solid second place, with a defense force that deters even the mighty Empire of Veridia. Sauna is vulnerable, however, to starvation. Often racked with droughts, Sauna's large population depends heavily on food imports, mostly from the Aoan League and Belladorna. It is long said that Sauna will never be conquered by an army, only by the growling stomachs of its people. The line of succession is vulnerable as well, as King Dargan is rapidly showing signs of the decay of age, and his legitimate heirs, Nadia and Kazim, are insane and inept, respectively. And Soha, Dargan's favorite child, while extraordinarily competent, is the daughter of a prostitute, one of many extramarital affairs committed by King Dargan. Interesting. Got a lot of intrigue here. This is gonna be a real LP. So, well, everything's real LP. That's not what I meant. It's gonna be we're gonna have some serious things here. So maybe not for the younger viewers out there. This could be full of intrigue for sure. Republic of Sandraa, but in the same way, I think Lucian is just gonna kind of look past all that. We'll see. You know, very Boy Scout, pure morals. We've heard that. Sandraa boasts both the world's most advanced, and there's the Republic right there, close to the Kingdom of Sauna. You can see that. I love having this map. You can see where everything is in relationship to each other. Sandraa boasts both the world's most advanced technology and the world's largest and most culturally dynamic city. Its capital, the huge city of Sandraa. This city lies geographically, culturally, and economically at the epicenter of the human species. Okay, so everything kind of revolves around the Republic of Sandraa. In a way, like everything goes through there, it seems. Even though it's not, the most powerful or anything like that. This fledgling republic was born out of the great schism that fragmented the old Veridian Empire. While the current Empire of Veridia remains a monarchical society, Sandraa is developing a prototype constitutional republic. Oh, neat. The creation of the new republic sparked cries for war in Veridia. But the imperial throne, long the weakest link in Veridia's chain of command, was far more concerned with internal affairs and politics, allowing for Sandraa's peaceful evolution. Sandraa has successfully forged a non-aggression and cooperation pact with Duke Aldor of Rimworg, which extends Veridia's military protection over Sandraa, in exchange for vast and terrifying new technologies that Veridia quickly integrates into its fold. The Republic prefers neutrality and free trade with all, and thus the capital is seen as the de facto city of peace, in which major international events, as well as diplomatic campaigns, take place. Sandraa, Sauna, and Veridia represent three prongs of the human ideological psyche. Veridia's theocratic autocracy, it's like, one ruler, theocracy, religious. Sauna's insular monarchy, and Sandraa's democratic libertarian republic. Right? Is that theocracy? I'm getting lost, it's fine. Aoan League. This country spans the huge part of the world from its very northern border near the city of Sandraa to the main peninsula on which its capital city of Varna resides. Oh, you can see it is south of the Republic of Sandraa that we just went over. To the untamed sprawling set of islands, including the large islands of Vadi and Vorlian. The League is a very loosely aligned collection of city-states in the northern half, and a front for a huge black market operation in the southern half. Wow! Indeed, there are many questions as to the legitimacy of its government in Varna, as it seems that sinister elements are much more powerful and control trade in this part of the world. The League is ruled by a small population of humans who have many subjugated native populations working on plantations, particularly in the south and on the Valdi Island. The primary business leaders of these guilds and syndicates in Varna are some of the richest individuals in the world, namely CEO and President Gerard, who is considered the political leader of the Aoan League, because money there rules. League remains neutral in the current affair, but its influence and money may be an important factor. The League has a mostly tropical climate. Its main peninsula is quite a beautiful place indeed. The city of Lurska is considered a lawless paradise, while the world's elite retreat for much-needed relaxation and debauchery. Varna, its capital city, is the second largest city in the world, and a testament to economic stratification. Its central district boasts huge, gleaming towers of residential luxury, while its outskirts are filled to the brim with the poor, the wretched, and the unwanted. The Gondwanas are somewhat closely related to humans, but they took a different evolutionary direction, adapting a much smaller stature. The Federation itself is steeped in mystery. It's believed that the Gondwanas base their capital in the tree city of Novus Kada, and include multiple different peoples and tribes under their wing. The political system seems to be an oligarchy of several great houses, run by key Gondwanas with a long history of influence in the far south of the world. Most of what is known about Gondwana comes from their liaison, Kesh, a Kaldori Grand Master of multiple ancient martial arts, philosopher, and diplomat. Very impressive. Recently, the Duchy of Rimwork has shown an interest in projecting power into Gondwana, but it is seen as a lost cause. For the time being, anyway. Recently, there have been strange developments involving unexplained technologies and rogue factions seeking to overthrow the current figurehead, Queen Zara. Dominion of Bahara, Bahara Dominion, which is everything to the east there. This mostly unexplored region to the east of Sauna and Veridia See, I'm going to be pronouncing the same thing like 50 million times in 50 million different ways. Veridia is currently claimed by Bahara tribe, a race of proto-human giants who have almost never themselves traveled into the human world. The Dominion is peaceful at the moment, but both Sauna and Veridia have had to deal with centuries of invasions from the east. It is rumored that Kaldori refugees are hidden somewhere in the swamps of the Dominion, but Kesh refuses to confirm or deny this, most likely to protect his people. The Dominion lies on the outmost extremes of the known world, and it is a hostile environment. It's either swamp, tundra, or frigid Arctic. There's the prince, the biological son of Duke Aldor, heir to the Duchy of Rimwork. Oh! And brand new husband of Princess Oa. He has a reputation for an apparent lack of masculinity, and having lived in an extremely pampered and sheltered life, truly in the shadow of his father. Aldor is the Duke of Rimwork, the most powerful and influential of the Viridian duchies. Yeah, we've learned that. Aldor has been an evolutionary figure in the history of the Empire of Veridia, having brought a disjointed collection of states to the nearly unified, hegemonic world power as it is today. Despite the existence of the imperial throne in the Viridian capital, most people recognize Aldor as Veridia's true head of state. Aldor's life could be described as that of either a treacherous villain or legendary hero, depending on which side you fall down on. His goal of Viridian supremacy runs alongside his enlightened and just ideologically I'm failing, sorry. Of the role of his government. His ideas. His just ideas. When you have to read this much, you'll make mistakes too. Dargon has reigned as the monarch of Sauna for the last 45 years. In his youth, he was both a renowned general and a masterful user of battle magic. He was able to prove his ability in multiple wars with the various invaders from the east, staunchly defending Sauna from any and all aggressors. But yet you were still blinded by a flashbang grenade? Come on, you got magic for that, right? Right? Like, obviously not. Dargon personifies Sauna. He is, more than anything, secretive. He alone has total reign over Sauna's vast, mostly centralized wealth. He alone stands fast against all enemies, internal and external. While his reign as king has been highly successful, Dargon's personal life is less than exemplary. He is renowned for his promiscuity and his tendency to employ exotic women from around the world as entertainment. We've learned about that in the lore for other people. Duchess Odessa, the figurehead of the Duchy of Istanter, a small but rich entity in the Empire of Veridia. Odysseus' son Randolph is the current sitting emperor of Veridia. Odysseus essentially controls the direction of the imperial throne from behind the scenes. There's the president guy. Oh, look, he just looks super smart, right? Got the glasses. Just his look, like, I am running everything behind the scenes type look. Possibly the richest individual in the world, Gerard is both the CEO of his trade conglomerate and head of state of the League. Gerard has a phlegmatic, jovial man who has a rich taste in the arts. He's known to donate obscene amounts of funding to musical theater and elaborate statues and other works of art. Oh, okay. He loves the arts. Nothing wrong with that at all. Now, obscene amounts of funding. But he's the richest person in the world, so it's not obscene to him, probably. Oh, there's the little emperor! Yay! Randolph, a 5-year-old boy who is sitting emperor of Veridia. Due to a botched succession in the previous generation, Randolph, who is weakly linked to the old imperial dynasty, was the last resort to inherit the throne and keep the empire intact. However, this resulted in a lack of a monarchical legitimacy, and thus a nearly powerless imperial throne. Randolph bends to the will of Duke Aldor in all matters. He's also 5. So, I mean, when he's older, who knows? The Avatars, the deities of the human realm's dominant religion. It is believed that the Avatars saved early humanity from extinction at the hands of an overwhelming evil force. The city of Veridia is built upon the believed location of a climactic battle where the heavens blessed the Avatars. The Avatars represent key pillars and virtues of the Donar religious sect. Ancient myths of Sandraa, and then we'll be done. There is much mystery surrounding the history of Sandraa. Can't remember if I did this one already. Oh yes, the winged humans. Yeah, that's the callback to Skyborn, which, in the comments, a few of you brought up a really good point. Is this going to be just a nod? Or are we going to have some throwbacks to Skyborn? It'd be really interesting either way. Alright. I hope you all enjoyed all of that. I know I did. I know it was a big info dump there, but it won't be that way all the time. It's just that, you know, we just started, so we have a lot to go over. But I find all of this fascinating. It gives me... I love having a world. You know, you can play an RPG and just play through it and you get into the characters and stuff. But it's another thing to have a world. And that is what we're getting right now. Like, these different empires, and intrigue is going to, like I said, it's going to be a big part of this, I think. And we're going to have to deal with each of these kingdoms, I bet, in one way or another. And, you know, some of the key people right now. You know, we've met a few, some we haven't met yet. It's just nice to have this world building. I really hope a lot of you wanted the lore. And whenever new lore pops up, we'll go over it. And I hope you don't mind this initial lore dump, because some people watching in the future might. But I hope you haven't. I hope you're still with me, because I find all of this fascinating. And there was a lot of care put into the map and put into what each country does. And I have a feeling, whether it's just aesthetically, you know, just like some NPCs and stuff, or a lot is done with it, and gameplay-wise it comes into play, we'll see. But I'm sure all of this information will come into play at one point or another. I really believe that. It's gonna be really neat. I have high hopes for that. And just, regardless, even if not much is done with it other than having that lore there, I think it's great that we just have all of that lore. Hi! Viridian crossbow! Lucy's got this, no problem. Can't take him. Wide swing! Man, that puts him quite far back, actually. Goodbye. See? He can fight his way through. It's fun. Let me know in the comments what you thought about all the lore. Did anything kind of stand out to you? In one way or another, one of the kingdoms, one of the people, some of the intrigue that you could see maybe happen down the line. I have a lot of theories. I talked about a few of them. Some things that might come into play. Very excited. I'm really excited for this game. It's got a great start so far. Oh, now we're Ingrid. Slime. You should have stayed with Lucian. I saw a few comments about that as well. That why did you leave the tank? He's taking the hits. Gooey. Heh, it's got like a sword in it. And a brain. Huh. Yeah, ow. Thankfully she one-shots them. No money. Can we take the sword? We could sell it for something. Got an exploration. Level up! Oh, that's cool. Oh, neat. That didn't happen in Skyborn, I think. When we leveled up through the point, it's like we just leveled. So there's this is way better. I like that. HP, strength, dex, agility, int, wisdom, scan. Expose the enemy's weak points. Magic and summon turret damage increases on this target. The second interests me a lot. Summon turret, you say. Intrigued I am. Tell me more about the summon turret. There she is. Can't believe I'm doing this. I'm just minding my own business, and I got a bullseye on my back from some huge conspiracy. Stupid Lucy. Might as well see it through. Should be able to rig a pulley system here, but that guy in there looks pretty serious. He does look pretty serious. This guy. May be difficult to understand my intentions. Just know that I saved you from more than just Albrecht. You arrived here via the train that was set to bring you off to your honeymoon. But right now, said train is headed toward the market district, rigged with high explosives meant to assassinate you. It seems there are sinister elements of this world who will commit terrible evils to push their petty agendas. But here you are, safe and sound. If you need proof, just listen for the big boom. Should be any moment now. Not unless there was a failsafe. I hear no such big boom, my friend. Neither do I. Cormac, we got a problem. Train has been sabotaged. Your assistance is needed. Please rendezvous with Delta Group. They're helpless without me. Still, I need to maintain my cover as long as possible. Soha, my deepest apologies. I must leave you in the guard's custody for just a little bit longer. I promise I'll be back shortly. And then I'll get us both out of here in one piece. Even if that means I have to cut down every one of these terrorists to do so. I just need you to trust me. Stay in the room and watch her till I get back. Don't do anything stupid. Don't talk to her, don't look at her, and most of all, do not lay a finger on her. If so much as a single hair on her head is out of place, I'll turn you to dust. So this guy's now sweating bullets. No funny stuff while he's away.
No, nothing funny. I wouldn't dream of it. I do have one humble request, but all this has left me too weak. Can you please come closer? I don't have the energy to speak so loudly.
No way. I know what you're trying to do. You can't fool me.
Okay, you're right. Too smart for me. I'll have you know, I believe everything Mr. Cormac said. I'm on your side now. I'm just so weary. I beg you, come closer. You do believe me, don't you?
I don't know.
Don't you?
Okay.
Thank you. Now won't you at least loosen these bindings? I feel so weary, like I'll soon collapse.
Cormac's gonna kill me.
I'll just be taking that sword from you.
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
You have a good heart and have earned my gratitude. I'll only incapacitate you.
Bravo, Princess Nurture. Sacrifice Soha's own HP to heal an ally. Mindbender. Strike at the target's mind and deal damage. Has a chance to pacify humans. If inflicted with Psychic Insight, guaranteed success. That is exactly what she did. Mind magic. I like that. I like that a lot. And then you just draw it from the sheath. Alright. Alright, princess. Ow. How about no? Alright, I'm impressed. I am impressed, Soha. Very impressed so far. That's bad. Hold it! You're outnumbered. Stand down. Not so outnumbered.
You're coming with me, princess. And none of that voodoo magic you just pulled on the guard. A second kidnapper? This day is truly cursed.
No, we're actually here to help you.
Confound all this! This is my wedding day! I'm quite sorry, young lady, but I'm gonna have to use my voodoo magic on you. Okay, Queenie, take a breather. I just saved your hide. And now we're gonna escape this place. There's some Veridia knight named Lucian who's on my case about rescuing you, so... Lucian? You know him? I suppose? He's my new brother-in-law. He's here to rescue me? Yeah, but I'm the one who just... You have my full cooperation, Miss... Ingrid. Inventor, entrepreneur, acquirer of exotic goods, at your service. Now then, stay near me, keep your voice down, try not to get killed. You're my ticket out of here.
Formation, please. You have more HP, so we're gonna put you there for now until Lucian's back in the party. Manip is, as a strategist that I play on this channel, that side of me, yes, you know, to be able to use mind magic and just get that guard over. I love it. I love that type of magic. It's It's when used right, it could be devastating. She just, I'll take your sword now, and that was good. That was really good. Gift of life. Soha can dig deep into her own life force to bring an ally back to life. Area of effect 1, and then she could sacrifice her own HP to heal an ally. That's interesting. She, from what everybody was saying, I thought she might be like a, I don't know, kind of like that stuck-up princess archetype. But I don't see that so much right now, which is good. You know, her abilities, she gives of herself to help others. But when she needs to help herself, she can do that too. Very, very interesting. I'm going to be very interested to see how the princess's character develops as we continue on. I'll be very, very interested to see how she grows. Alright, that's going to have to do it for this episode. A lot of it was lore, I know, but between the lore and that, I'm even more into this game. I really enjoyed the lore. Let me know in the comments what you thought about any and or all of this. About Soha, about the lore, and about the whole mind trick, you know, Jedi mind trick thing she just pulled. Which is awesome. Until the next episode, I'm Cendril 9. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.